SMD Law is the official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Check them out on the interwebs at smdalaw.com or at 866-529-3537. No matter where you are in the state of Michigan, Upper Peninsula, Lower Peninsula, it doesn't matter. They have an office near you. So whether you need to send a letter to an annoying neighbor, or you're a criminal and you need defense, maybe you just have problems with elder law, check them out, smdalaw.com today. The official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Call them first, then you act.
I thought our guys came out and played extremely hard, again, 2 times in a row. I thought we handled adversity. I think that's part of the game, and you've got to learn how to handle that. And the more times you handle it, the better you get going, I think, with that. And the more you're able to get it done better, I guess. I'm stumbling a little bit there. But I thought our guys played extremely well. Ran the ball effectively, almost 300 yards rushing. You can see with a little working, we've got a guy that can take it the distance a little bit and make some plays with his feet. I thought all 3 running backs played well. LG had a big run. The other guys were very durable in there, but LG had the big run on 4th and 1. Again, big plays from Darryl Stewart. We seemed to answer every time something went down. We seemed to answer. The defense played outstanding. 1 out of 15 on 3rd down. I think we did have maybe 6 4th down opportunities for them. So I think they were 3 out of 6 on 4th down. But anytime you go, that's 21 times and 4 out of 21, I guess, is pretty good. But stop the run, which is what we had to do when we came into the football game. And they're a good football team, and they're well coached. Obviously gave up a couple big plays, but if those things are going to happen, I guess, hopefully not too often. But credit Darius Phillips, he was an outstanding player out there with a big pick. Break on the ball and another one. Pulled off the fumble and got it, and then with the kickoff return. But hey, we're 2-0, get ready for Notre Dame. We're off the week, so I'll take some questions.
Coach, your defense, as you mentioned, incredible against a 3-headed rushing attack that was taking USC to the limit just a week ago. Interesting stat, though, your defense has given up only 3 points. Your offense and special teams have given up 21 points. How do you stress ball security during this ball week, this off week? And then how do you kind of mirror those stats one against the other and explain them?
Well, first of all, I think guys are trying to make a play. Hunter Rison's trying to make a play. If he gets hit, he's trying to bull his way. He's got both hands over the ball, and he's trying to bull forward, and the ball gets ripped out. He's a freshman, he's going to learn. And they did a good job trying to strip it out of there. But and then on the kickoff return, I got to wait and see with that. But he didn't break stride. He was just to the house. So I would assume somebody got blocked in there. You got to kick to people. You can't just. We could have squibbed it there. That was my decision to kick it deep. So we've got to be better in that regard. But ball security is a concern. We keep working on it. Defensively, we keep working on things. Outstanding job by Harlan Barnett and our entire defensive staff. Harlan calls the game. So our entire defensive staff in terms of just working together, and our guys play a lot. We play a lot of guys, and a lot of guys are involved in this. Big plays by Josiah Scott, and I thought we played the ball in the deep part of the field very, very well. So I don't know if I'm answering the question, but those are frustrating things when you're sitting over on the sideline when the game's in, it's 28-7, and we got the ball at the 50, but that's why you play the game, And again, you have to credit them. They're a good football team, as evidenced by last week as well. So it was great that we were able to win it.
The working play was a designed run, but you don't expect to get 61 out of that. You surprised you had that kind of speed?
Dad keeps telling me he's a lot faster. So, and he is, and he's got the ability to run, and he'll take it. So I think it's an additional weapon, and he created on the big, I think it was a big 3rd down play to get it maybe close to the 4th down play, maybe. Scrambling a little bit, and Darryl Stewart. So he can create, he can run with the football, gives us an extra weapon, and I thought all 3 tailbacks played well.
Mark, you mentioned you felt like you came answered whenever something had gone poorly against you, and I know in the offseason a lot of your players talk about how that was one of the frustrations of last year, that didn't happen. And just how gratifying has it been to see how they've dealt with adversity so far in these couple of games?
Well, we're 2 games in, but very gratifying because that's what we talk about. Life's going to throw you a bunch of problems, just like it does on a football field, and you've got to be able to regather yourself and play through it. And I think that takes leadership from the defensive coaches, but really from the players on the field. And so we're developing into a better unit, and we're young. And if you really look at who's playing defensively, I think we're playing probably close to 20 players on the defensive side of the ball, maybe 22. And they're playing a lot. So we're fresh. We've got a lot of guys, and a lot of guys pull for each other, and it just generates even more excitement, because when you know you're going to play, it's a little bit different. I mean, there's a little bit more, I don't know, I want to say money on the table or whatever it is, but they're a little bit more excited for each other, maybe.
Mark, maybe I turned that off.
Glad you're having problems.
I don't know what I did.
Anyway, it's not a perfect world, is it?
No.
How do you respond to that?
I'm going to talk louder. Obviously, with the early bye, thanks, man, you're the best. Is that working now? No. Anyway, with the early bye, how important was it for this team to get off to a quick start, have that confidence, kind of going into the week off, and when you got Notre Dame coming up next?
Big, as you guys know. I mean, we've won a lot of football games here. Last year we had some stuff, but so it's important to get off to a great start, just like it is for everybody. And there's a lot of football teams that, out there that are competing on tough games every single week. And I keep saying that everybody's got a plan when they come in here, and and everybody's got some players. So you got to get ready to play. But I thought it was, we're just taking it one step at a time. The first thing we needed to do was win number one, then win number two. We got one more out of conference game, and that'll complete what I call phase 2. And then we get into the Big Ten conference. So we'll get ready for Notre Dame. We've got an extra week. Be an exciting game, a night game. We'll talk about that at another time. But again, I thought our guys answered the bell.
Mark, you alluded to the defense being very young. Can you talk about what they did against the run today, and then also in generating more pressure to get more sacks for you guys?
Yeah, I think we had 4 sacks maybe, or 5. But big stops on 4th down. But I think what we did, we played a zone team, did a nice job on a couple things, but for the most part, we were very firm and played square up there and handled our gaps. Probably did not get cut very often on the interior line, because they'll throw on you and try and cut you. And I think we tackled well. Once we adjusted to their speed a little bit, because you always have a little bit of adjustment. So you take away the first series, we really played well. Credit Western, they got good players, good backs. But we're going to see other backs too that are very good. So this is a process for us.